Is this the last good sounding Harley? Alright everybody, what is up? What is up? As always, thanks for stopping by to another video today. We are out on the Harley Sportster Iron 1200, out on the beautiful Kelly Drive, and I don't even know if I can say this is a fall day. This is pretty cold out here right now. We're at the, where are we at? We're in December sometime. But I was like, you know what? It's about mid-40s. It's not super windy, so why not get out on the bike? Go for a quick little ride. We're not going too far, and since we were on the Harley Sportster Iron 1200, you guessed it, we're talking about Sportsters today. So obviously everybody knows the news that has come out. Harley finally recently, well, probably like a month ago, announced it, even put out an Instagram post that the last Evolution Sportster just rolled off the assembly line, no longer being built. And I think that is something that we kind of all expected along the way, as you can kind of see the emergence of the Milwaukee 8 and the Revolution Max liquid cooled engine, changes in emission standards, all this and that. I think we kind of all knew that that was kind of imminent, coming down the road. And so this video, not necessarily to talk specifically about that topic, but I know everybody had kind of their opinion on that. Oh, it's the end of Harley, blah blah blah. Oh, it's a good thing. Oh, it's a bad thing. I mean, honestly, my quick take on that is, as you guys know, I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. Is it sad? Is it disappointing? Yes, it's sad to lose such an iconic engine, such an iconic bike that has been around for so long, but also at the same time, wasn't it about time for that to happen? I mean, come on, we're looking at the Milwaukee 8, we're looking at the Revolution Max. Those are great engines, great platforms. I'm expecting some good stuff to come from them in the future. Obviously, we got the Sportster S and the Nightster so far. They are trying to carry on the Sportster name with those two models, but still just not exactly the same. Obviously, the old school visceral feel of the Evolution engine in this Sportster frame is just something that can't be described. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that move. I think we knew it was coming. Let me know, in the comments about that move of Harley's last Evolution Sportster running off the line. Good thing, bad thing? Let me know. But more importantly, the real question that I'm posing here now that I start to think about that is, does that mean that we are currently on the last good sounding Harley Davidson motorcycle? Because if you think about that, over the years, the twin cam, the Evo have always had that very distinct sound. I mean, you can throw a set of slip-ons on this thing and it just starts growling and screaming and sounds pretty mean. That's another thing we're going to talk about in just a second, is the exhaust on this particular Sportster, my Iron 1200. But anyways, is this the last good sounding Harley Davidson motorcycle? Because we all know we've got the M8 out there, the Revolution Max. Everybody knows that those are pretty restricted engines. Now, I mean, yeah, obviously they create a lot of power, but because of the nature of the way they're built, they just don't have the same sound. Yeah, you can throw slip-ons, 2-into-1, new exhaust, all that, do your cams and stuff, but stock right from the factory, they just don't sound as good as the Evo. Like I'm saying, as soon as you just even throw a set of slip-ons on the Evolution, it just starts growling and pumping. And that's kind of the question. Is this the last good sounding Harley Davidson motorcycle? I think it might be. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, because I actually want to give you guys a look into my Vance and Hines slip-ons as well. So we're going to give you a really good look at what this Evo sounds like with the Vance and Hines slip-ons, and kind of make that determination, like, is there going to be any more engines coming up in the future that sound really good? Like I said, I mean, you can do some things to the Rev Max, do some things to M8, obviously make it sound really good, but it still is just not the Evo. There's just something about it. And that's another reason too why I wanted to hold on to my Sportster, because obviously we kind of knew that the Sportsters were going to be going away. We knew the Evo engine was going to be going away, and I got the Street Bob. That's going to be used for totally different things. They're totally different bikes, different conversations there. Just one of those easily determining factors of, like, yeah, let's just keep this thing, man. We gotta keep the Sportster, the sound, the look, and all that. But like I said, I want to give you a really good look at the sound, and I'm surprised I actually haven't made this video in all the years that I've had this bike and these slip-ons on here. Most people know I've got the Vance and Hines 3-inch twin slash slip-ons, and I get a lot of compliments on them because they really do come through on camera pretty well as I'm riding. People are like, oh man, this thing, that sounds pretty good. And I mean, yeah, they're just simple slip-ons, easy to install, easy to maintain, easy, good sound, all that. But what I really want to do is, I got a lot of good feedback on one of my prior videos I made on the Street Bob about the sound of the Cobra Neighbor Hater slip-ons. Got a lot of good feedback there. I was like, why not kind of like replicate that a little bit, give some people some insight into the sound of what the Vance and Hines slip-ons are going to sound like on your Evo Sporty. So that's where we're headed right now. We're going to pull over in a parking lot. We're going to do some idle, some revving, some drive-bys. Then we'll hop back on, pop up the visor, give you a really good look into what these are going to sound like, so you can be fully aware of what these are going to sound like on your bike. Also kind of make that decision, like, is this the last good sounding Harley? Alrighty, so of course we got to pull over into everybody's favorite SEPTA lot where I do a bunch of recording here, and we'll give you a look at the sound of this bike. Alrighty, so here we go. Obviously, again, everybody knows pipes are going to change a little bit of the look as well. So just a quick look of the Vance and Hines slip-ons here. You got the black over top of the chrome tip slips out just a little bit. Vance and Hines insignia right here, but more importantly, let's go ahead and see how these things sound. We're gonna go ahead, start it up, let it idle for a little bit, give it a couple revs, walk around, and then we'll do some drive-by as well. Alrighty, so there you go. That got you a little walk around, idle, rev, some drive-bys, some pull-aways, stuff like that. Now we are on the bike. I'll give you a little insight into what this is going to sound like from the bike. So I've got the visor popped up now. It's a little windy, but we're in first gear. Second gear. Third gear. I know this tends to come through pretty good on my videos, so people have told me, so let's drop it down another gear. Put it into second. Slow down. Alright, we got nobody behind us. We'll take it back into first gear. Slow it down. 3,000 RPMs. We'll give it a couple pulls. Alright, we're going to slow it down again up this hill. First gear. Ooh, yeah, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? face is getting cold. That's enough wasting gas. But anyways, obviously the Evolution engine has that very distinct rumble, very distinct growl. The Vance and Hines slip-ons are definitely going to help open it up as well. Like I said, there's just something about this Evolution engine. It's just around for so long. The thing is so reliable, it's so bulletproof, and now, I mean, I guess we know it's pretty much gone. We've got the Milwaukee 8, the Revolution Max is what we've got now in the lineup, and we know a lot of times that gets the old sewing machine meme. People say it sounds like a sewing machine, stock at least. I'm sure as the aftermarket continues to grow for the Revolution Max, you'll start to see some pretty good new, you know, full systems, slip-ons and stuff for the Sportster S and the Nightster eventually. I don't know how much that is out really now, but still, it's just not gonna sound as good as the Evo, in my opinion. So, I mean, to answer my own question, I'm gonna say yes. This is the last good sounding Harley Davidson motorcycle. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Is this the last good sounding Harley Davidson motorcycle? Do you guys like the Evo sound? You like the M8 sound? I don't think anybody likes the Revolution Max sound. I know a lot of people like the twin cam sound as well. That was always pretty good too, especially when you start getting exhaust on the twin cam. That thing sounded absolutely awesome. I rode a Lowrider S one time on the Dyna platform with the twin cam. Man, that thing had some rumble and growl and shake to it, that's for sure. But I do think that's going to go ahead and wrap this one up for now. Taking a look at what I would consider to be the Evo, the Sportster, the last good sounding Harley. Also give you some insight into the Vance and Hines twin slash slip-ons when you put them on their Sportster. I like them, they've been great. I will probably continue to keep these. I don't see myself changing these out. We're going to wrap up this little freezing cold December ride up back into the city of Philly. And of course, if you like anything we got going on here, make sure you go ahead and like this video, be a friend, tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down there, and of course, make sure you ride safe out there, everybody. Make it a good one, guys. It's the Moto John. We'll see y'all on down the road. Peace.